What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. It was super good to see a bunch of you guys on the wholesale class last night. Super exciting. And yeah, got a lot of good feedback. So yeah, good to see a bunch of you guys. We are doing another free class with Miles and I very soon as well. It'll be after the 4th of July. So spend some family time and stuff. So yeah, if you've been wanting to pop in, but yeah, welcome back to Boxem Office Hours. Let us know if you have any questions, that kind of thing. And we also just launched analytics for everyone who has a pro plan of Boxem. Go log into your Boxem. You've got analytics down to the SKU, category, ASIN, super detailed view of kind of your best products, what's getting returned, what's making you a bunch of profit. So it's going to be way easier to figure out what to restock and that kind of thing. Plus, if you're using any of the old, outdated especially the old outdated shipping tools and that kind of thing, there's zero reason to still be stuck with those now that you got full analytics on Boxem. Yeah.
Zero. Because we got Wi-Fi astronaut, they don't. Right? What is a prime bump? Ooh, fire question here from Universal Trapper.
What's up, Trapper?
So I'm even gonna be I'm gonna get an example up for you right here, but basically fire question is gonna make you a lot of money to implement. So basically Amazon wants to give you the buy box FBA over FBM because they make more in fees and it's a better customer experience. Now, the nice thing is it doesn't cost you anything different to FBA or FBM an item for the most part, except you can play Amazon's game and price higher than the FBM people, right? And that's called the prime bump. And I'll show you an example of what that looks like here. So basically, yeah, it's kind of the premise that you can price 5 to 10% higher when you're FBAing compared to when you're FBMing. And I will show you a seller amp demonstration of what exactly that looks like here. So Warner, you mind popping me up here in a sec?
Yep.
PM Familia. Boom. All right.
There you go.
Sweet. So taking a look at this keep it chart, we can see all the FBM people are substantially lower than the FBA people, and that's how the average listing should be. Sometimes you have bozos that don't know that you can prime bump that are essentially burning money they don't have to and leading to unnecessary price tanking on some listings sometimes and everything. So this is a perfect example right there of the pricing being substantially higher FBA and buy box allocation going to set FBA people too as well on this ASIN here. So that's a perfect example here, and then we can see that buy box is creeping up in here, touching 29. Meanwhile, FBM buy box is only at 24 right there. So a pretty damn good example of seeing how buy box is not equal. So like pricing guidelines is FBM, you match the buy box, raise it if it's selling really well, and then FBA, if you're competing with FBM people, go 5 to 10% higher than them. If you're competing with a lot of FBA people, go like 2 to 3% higher to start, and then raise the price if it's pumping really well. Yeah.
Bang. Absolutely. Kelly said you're loving the analytics. Just need for your business.
Kelly.
Yeah. So if you weren't here right at the start of stream, Boxem just launched a full analytics suite for you guys. So tracking all the buy SKU, ACE, and all that kind of stuff, so you can dig in on your best products, restock the winners, all that good stuff. So especially if you're using anything else to like track your numbers or make shipments, you want to switch over to Boxem at this point. It's just kind of the best tool in town for that. So you can go get a little for free.
Like watch a tutorial. You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of folks haven't watched a tutorial on it. Go watch the shipment flow. Like we have a good video on the Boxem channel that'll break down exactly what that looks like and everything. I'll link it to, and that'll show a really nice, clean view of the new Boxem shipment flow. And then we'll have a bunch of content on analytics out tomorrow for you guys and later tonight as well. But yeah.
You can combine cashback coupons with card bear. So technically, you're not supposed to get cashback if you use a gift card, but I've definitely seen it pay out. It's just going to be even less common than a lot of them can already be.
The boys with the beards looking good. Brian, family. What's up, family? Brian, you should go to Vegas, man, when we go to Vegas.
Sweet. Yeah, let us know what other questions you guys got here. You got an email to submit proof of insurance by July 31st. That means that you're making sales, and Amazon, as your store gets bigger, Amazon requires that you have insurance. So that's a side effect of you making some money. So now go to you can get insurance at Next or the Hartford. There's a couple like good places for it, and it's usually like $400 to $600 a year. So not a big expense, and covers your butt in case anything ever
on the off
came into effect there.
Yeah, super worth it there. How do you know if it's an FBA or FBM? So in the buy box, ooh, let me put y'all on game more. So here we go. Let's pop up. You want to pop me up back on screen share here, Warner?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Familia. So your best friend for this, guys, is on Seller Amp down here in the buy box analysis, which you actually have to toggle on in your settings. So we got the buy box analysis right here. And then what we want to do is where it says last bone, you want to click that to see who's won it most recently right here, right? And then we can match the seller names up as well as we can, let's see, how do I select? Yeah, type right here, boom. Then we can see the allocation. Then we can see that this is definitely weirdly enough, I think Alan's, yeah, either way here, we can see like, yeah, FBA 25, right? Meanwhile, FBM at 24, FBA at 28, FBM at 25, FBA at 25, FBM at 22. You get a good view of, you know, the buy box distribution based off that and everything. So yeah, it's good stuff, y'all.
Oh yeah. What's up, Adrian? Adrian, you're on a hell of a streak of showing up to every stream, Adrian.
That's Armand type numbers. That's very impressive. Yeah, that's totally Armand type numbers.
For sure. Let's see. Daniel asked a question really early on. So you're asking if Boxem speeds up the shipment process to Amazon, can you receive products faster? Yeah. So if you use 2D barcodes, you'll get them checked in a couple days faster on average. Or if you go through the Boxem optimized flow, then you'll have all of it arrive at 5 different fulfillment centers all at once. So just naturally, that's going to be more fulfillment centers that it's going to be available for sale at and ready to roll. And you'll avoid some placement fees on that. So yeah, between those two, you'll definitely see some improvements there.
Got the noties on Discord and YouTube. Yeah, respect, family respect. Tried 5 times, same issue. Yeah, just keep submitting. It'll typically decline like 5 to 10 times per brand, but that's also assuming you're submitting the right thing right away. A lot of you guys are accidentally like doing 2 of 5 of different items instead of 1 order of 10 of the same item or 2 orders of 5 of the same item and everything, you know?
Oh yeah, got the noties. I feel that. For sure. Trying to sell some Nautica. Yeah, you can use 10 units on that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. For time, yeah. The big thing though, BME, is that you have to understand that those denials are completely normal, right? And you just got to kind of realize that and accept it, right? That's a feature, not a bug. It's a feature because a lot of people quit because they don't understand it, and that's okay, right? And that makes you more money if you stick with it.
Yep. How do you scale up a product if you have a distributor? Just buy more of it. Yeah. As far as like scaling a specific product isn't really something that you'll do too much as far as like reselling goes, right? Because you're just meeting existing demand. So you'll grow your business by adding more stuff to the catalog. Just so from that distributor you're already working with, they're almost guaranteed to have some other products that you can buy profitably from them. Or they have some brands that they carry, but there's not necessarily like a product listed on the stuff that they're selling, but you know that they carry that brand and you might be looking for that specific product. It says, hey, I know you got other, I'm just gonna use like Dove, for example, and you've got this Dove soap. Can you get me this Dove soap that's not on your list? But I would be interested in 500 units, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not really about like scaling the individual products. That's more like a private label. Like if you're making the listings, that kind of thing, that'd be the problem you're solving for.
Boom. Is the software speed up the shipment process? We've seen that with 2D barcodes, but you obviously got to test it out for yourself too. The nice thing is that you can try out Boxem for 14 days completely free, so you might as well right there.
You tried selling supplements. Yeah, we both sold everything under the sun. Yeah. Anything that's profitable, The name of the game is finding stuff that's sold on a lot of different sources, right? And supplements is good for that. Stuff like clothes and shoes and sometimes like toys. Back to school supplies will be great because it's a handful, a couple hundred really popular brands in each of those niches that sold on a ton of different places that are all competing to sell it to you for the lowest price.
You feel me? Can you identify products by the UPC or ASIN to make sure they're the exact same? Yeah, of course. SellerAmp does that for you. Where can I find VAs making a good job posting with the help of ChatGPT on onlinejobs.ph? Yeah. Yeah.
What up, LOL? Can you identify products by the UPC or ASIN? You don't have to, but that's a great thing to check for sure. That the UPC is good to check. It doesn't always have to be the identical. The main thing is like if you'd be happy buying whatever you're about to buy from your supplier, if you bought that thing on Amazon, you got that in the mail, you'd be satisfied with it, then you're good to go. Just kind of make sure that just make sure you'd be happy, and then generally everyone else will kind of agree with you on that.
Yep. And if your name's Misha, you'll be a successful Amazon seller immediately too, as well. What percent? What percent? What was that other name too? That's gonna come to me, but I can't remember. Oh shit, I'm gonna figure it out. But that shit was good, man. That might have been like a year or two ago that we realized that. But there's something like that that's absolutely hilarious. What percentage of profit should go back in inventory? I mean, ideally as much as possible. You know, I need that because that's just how you're gonna grow the best. You know.
Absolutely. What's the weight limit to send a shipment to FBA? I don't actually think there is a cap as far as like maximum weight. You could send 1 pound if you really want, but generally, once you have like 30 to 50 pounds of stuff, I would start shipping that in. If you have like really small amount of stuff at home, you'll have pretty high shipment rates. So unless you're like really just testing, you don't really care about the profit as much. You're just gonna see how fast it sells, so you can double down. I would just wait to have like 30 to 50 pounds of stuff sitting at home. Yeah. Let's see. Running into some of the listings in Gap are hard gated for. Yeah, so just focus on the ones that aren't. And yeah, you can always return the stuff that is not working for you. You can also sell it on different marketplaces and that kind of thing too. If you got a really good deal on it, you'll probably be able to make some profit there as well.
Oh, they made the Lakers in 5 emoji. Well, I think I just sent the box 12 as well. There's the Lakers in 5 emoji. Take that out right there.
I don't think it shows anything on
on
the chat
really?
there.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It does when it pulls up for me. But yeah.
Oh, okay. You have like something downloaded or something. Let's see.
How to get hit to that Emojipedia.
How do you beat the buy box competition? Mainly based on inventory. This is a good question, Eddie. So, yeah, like we all want to win that add to cart button. The easiest things to do are to have good shipping speed and a good price. That's going to be like, I don't know, probably 85% of the decision making process that algorithm's running through. The other sections are going to be things like having a lot of inventory in stock, like you're talking about inventory, not because it's like you have a ton in stock, so we're going to give you more sales. It's you have a lot in stock, which means you have a lot of stock in warehouses all across the country, right? So you're more likely when someone opens up their phone in Kentucky, or when they open up their phone in Washington, that you're also going to be the closest inventory to them. So that can be a big one. And then I would say the more you can stay in stock on a specific product, that's going to treat you well as well. But yeah, there's a lot of like smaller things that go into it.
When a storefront's max cost is 3, but seller max cost is 3 or 12, universal trapper. Either your account's glitching. I've never seen that, man, or you're opening up the listing and then clicking a different size, which goes for a different price, basically. Or the very, very off chance is that's a listing Amazon's in stock on when you don't view it in the storefront, and in stock on when you viewed it, or in the buy box versus not, which once again, I think that's I think it's probably a glitch on your account, or you're clicking a different size and not knowing that you're clicking a different size when you open that up. But contact support at selleramp.com too, and we totally take a look at it for you as well.
Yep. Oh, missed the old outro. Yeah, it's not optimized for YouTube, unfortunately. Yeah, you don't see the Mr. Beasts of the world throwing on 10-second intros and stuff. It is old school YouTube though. You got like the old like machinima intros and stuff like that way back in the day.
Did you just date yourself, Warner?
I mean,
I think I listened.
If that makes me old now to talk about machinima, then
yeah,
I feel like there's much worse. Let's see. Said the most valuable thing you can do is source. Explain, have a VA for sourcing. Yeah, I mean, the most valuable skill is sourcing, right? You don't make the most money per hour looking at ungating requests and stuff like that, right? So you want to get rid of that first when you have like 1 to 2 people on your team. But eventually the goal, at least for me, was to do as little work as possible, including sourcing, right? So that's like the hardest part to teach other people how to do, just because it's the most skilled. But like, yeah, if you want to build like a legit business, you're still going to have to hire people to do things that are the most valuable, right? It's no different than like, look at like a Fortune 500 company. They're hiring people to do very valuable tasks, right? It's not just like, the Waltons sitting in the lab doing all the highest level work, right? Like same kind of logic.
Respect, yes, sir. But when I go to add to inventory, I can only sell it as used. I made a habit to always add. Oh, that's a good thought process. Yeah, Nyan, your seller amp must be tripping, man. You not drinking something once? Yes, I am. Yeah, I got the lemonade right over here, the Chipotle lemonade. Because the seed oils don't count if they're outside of Florida. I'm gonna put y'all on some game right there. Yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on some game with that.
Let's see. Where would you suggest to look for VAs? What's up, Santa? I think I saw you were on the class last night. Good to see you again. VAs you can hire from like onlinejobs.ph. There's also like some sites. There are also sites like Fiverr and Indeed and stuff like that, right? But those are usually more like gig work type of people. Online jobs is typically where they're wanting a long-term contract. Upwork could be another example.
Can you still? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Gump the Middleman. Yep. Yeah. How many?
That's crazy.
Actually, not often at LOL's pros. But yeah, you gotta be hitting that Mountain Valley spring water family. Any Boxem users too. Tap in, check out those analytics features. Let us know what y'all think.
Let us go check them out while we're all on stream together. Let us know what you think. Yep. You're able to really easily analyze what's working in your business now. Sweet. Yeah, keep the questions rolling. Good vibes as always. Respect. See, your listings require additional supply chain documentation. If you got like an IP complaint or a copyright complaint, something like that, then you can submit documents. If you're saying you don't even carry the brand they mentioned, then I wouldn't care. Like, there's no work to do if you don't need to like preserve that stand in stock on your store. But yeah, if you get that kind of thing, you can get that on some products, but you'll just you'll just be able to submit like your invoices and stuff and get it removed.
Go 5 to 10. Oh, okay. You're a waterholic. Interesting. I might have kept that one in the in the drafts. And do you feel like the future of Amazon wholesaling is brand direct only, as Amazon is getting strict with its policies? Yeah. So it's interesting. And once again, I mean, I haven't been doing this forever, but like, what you guys have to understand is that like in like 2018, online arbitrage didn't exist unless you had an account for like 5 years. Like then online arbitrage got significantly harder for like 4 years in a row, or sorry, significantly easier, probably till about 2023. And then they've done some steps to correct a little bit, right? Realizing that they might have messed some stuff up or anything about 2 years ago, right? So there's natural cycles to this stuff. And it's going to be like that with any business. So you have to come out with the mindset that I'm going to be doing this for a while so I can both get good during hard times or really, really take advantage of easy times, right? And naturally over time, you're going to see both of those in whatever business you partake in. But yeah, I mean, for example, do I think your Amazon wholesale business should be focused on brand direct long-term? Hell yeah.
Yeah. No reason. There's no reason to like specifically focus on one thing in general. There's a lot of great wholesale sellers that hop on some big OA products on their round. There's a lot of great OA sellers that'll hop on, wholesale contracts in their round, that kind of thing. Yeah. Smartest Amazon sellers I know are not focused on one business model. There's too much money all over the place.
Yeah. Do you think that FBA Roadmap store, who does it help best? I did 9K revenue first month. Damn, you're a beast.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, Dennis. Good for you, Denise, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, Denise, I think you're a perfect fit because you'll really, really benefit from being able to talk to us on the coaching calls and everything. And there's a no questions asked 2-week money back guarantee as well, dude. So you can literally see how you like it and everything, and see what's good with it, man. We'd love to help though, dude. I believe you've been here for a bunch of these streams too, man. So I think you'll have a lot of fun tapping in with us on Zoom once a week, having access to us in the Discord and everything there. What does it mean if seller amp shows 3, 4, 5? Wait, where did that go? Oh, 3, 4, 5 rather than 3 and 4. Is there a way to hide their true inventory? That's a good question. I actually don't know. So there is a way to hide your inventory called setting what's called maximum order quantities, which you guys should get in the habit of doing. It's not necessary, but it's helpful, right? It's definitely not necessary, but it's pretty helpful, right? And so it's a good thing to look into. But I'm not sure specifically what it means by like 3. It might be that
it's because there's probably an order limit on it.
Oh, that okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's usually you can tell when there's order limits set, and it's going to give you a plus if it is able to like pretty easily determine it. Basically, yeah. How long does it take to Amazon to unrestrict? So those are like universal. Those are for new sellers, old sellers, that kind of thing. So sometimes they'll go away. Sometimes they won't. You can just focus on the few thousand good brands that are left for you to sell. Basically, it's like 700,000 or so products on Amazon that you can apply to Ungate and sells nicely, that kind of thing.
What do you mean by order limit? Yeah. So for example, BME. So sometimes you'll go to listings and it'll say 76 available. And sometimes you'll go to listings and it'll say 3 available and it'll say in red maximum order quantity, right? Which means you can only buy a certain amount of it based on what that seller said, which is typically the thought process behind it is you want your competition to not see how many you have to potentially unnecessarily undercut you, right? Due to people falsely thinking that price is the only thing that gets buy box, right? As well as hiding your stock count from your competitors so they don't buy all of it and then cancel all the orders, putting it in like escrow for like 7 minutes. I mean, that's kind of like a decent term for it. You're like tying it up basically for a couple hours and like floating around the Amazon ecosystem, neither listed nor not listed, or I guess not listed. Yeah.
For sure. Good question, Mike. How do you handle returns? You have it sent back to you? Yeah. So I'm just going to assume you're doing FBA. It'll go back to the warehouse. Warehouse says this is fine, sell it again, or they're going to say, hey, this is damaged. They're going to send it back to you. The stuff that gets sent back to you, about 40% of it, they just click the wrong button, or just that warehouse worker just spams the same button all day and doesn't really want to pay attention. So they just send it all back to you. And then you'll be able to send that back in Amazon. And then like the 50-60% that is actually damaged of the returns, they go back to you. You can sell on like eBay, Mercari, that kind of thing.
Thanks, of course.
Yeah, and also as far as returns go, you can start tracking on the new analytics dashboard on Boxem. You can track like what's getting returned the most often, so you can really easily avoid those products. Like a really, really valuable practice to get into is looking at the end of every month at, what are my best products? What are my best brands? What are my best suppliers? You can take care of that all in Boxem now, but also where am I losing money, right? So returns is a really big piece of that, and not just like specific products, but noticing, in women's shoes, I'm seeing a lot of returns. I need to bump up my ROI. Oh, in this specific brand, this specific model of this product, this is getting a lot of returns versus a different model in the same brand is getting less returns, right? So, it takes an hour or two to get a really good handle on what your business is actually winning with and losing with every month, so you can double down on what's working for you.
Yeah. None of you guys asked about the Liver King crash out. I was hoping to get that question.
I know you're the leading expert on Liver King commentary after
dude,
all.
I know. Did we ever? I wonder if we talked about that on stream back in the. Those are good memories, man. Those are very good memories. So I found a winning product, but how do I get on Gate in the brand since I can't work with also authorized distributors since I don't have sales history? Yeah, bro, you just can unlock with order confirmation emails from Big Retail or similar to any other brand, which is what you would use if you had 10,000 reviews or what you would use if you have 0, like you most likely do.
For sure. Beneficial to sell the returns to the Amazon. I've never heard of that.
Neither have I.
What is you can fill us in if that is a thing. In general, avoid as many of Amazon's extra programs as possible. They're all designed to make money, obviously, which usually makes it not a great deal for you. But yeah, I mean, depends on what it is.
Yep. Yeah, keep the questions coming. Any update on if Amazon Optimize will work using 2D barcodes? Right there. I mean, we will obviously keep you updated on specific changes like that. Miragazi.
Yeah, that's an Amazon limitation. You can't get that working anywhere. Yeah. Basically just because Amazon rolled out something that was not finished. But the Boxem team's been able to figure out lots of great ways to actually get it to work, and that's why pretty much all the other shipment tools have a bunch of bugs and things are breaking.
Maybe some even unusable, and if you're using any of them right there.
Let's see. Starting your journey, watch you for hours every single day. What's up? What's up, man?
Family,
appreciate you. You're listening to probably entirely too much of our voices, but it'll help you in the long run.
Hell yeah. Okay, Premier Visa.
Send it again.
Appreciate you coming to the stream, but
yeah, I feel like
every way to ask that question for a couple weeks in a row, right? So let's just go through Ungating FAQ for you guys, right? So some Ungates will be possible. Like some websites have limits of orders under 10, so you just do 2 orders of 5 or 2 orders of 6 or whatever you can, right? Getting denied for Ungates is completely normal. You do the order confirmation email, download it as PDF immediately after placing the order. And then once more information comes on, if you're not yet approved, add that to the file using a PDF combiner on Google. getting denied 5 to 10 times per brand is completely normal. Sometimes it'll be right away. Sometimes it'll be 20 tries, right? It's just how it works, right? Don't worry about what Amazon says in the denial emails. Otherwise, you'll end up ripping your hair out. And you can either create a new thread or reply to the existing one right there too. So, yeah. And then as you sell, more and more stuff becomes auto engate as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let us know what the questions you guys got here. Not a bad idea, YTP.
Just try it. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all check that out, man. On Boxem. Any integration between Seller and Boxem, you just tap a button and immediately list. Yeah, we have lots of ideas like that on that. So we're gonna keep you updated, YTP. What if the PDF doesn't show your personal information? As long as it's from a big site, you're gonna be good to go. Like for example, Walmart's sometimes won't, Target's, you know, it's just kind of how it works there. Like as long as they can tell it's the right item with legit documentation, you know.
Yeah, there's no silly questions, but yeah, when you come ask the same question over and over again, like you know the answer, right? Yeah, there's no dumb questions. No one come in here asking, feeling like you can't ask a question, that kind of thing. But we just don't want you to put like false limitations on yourself, right? Because you've been around for a few weeks now, kind of putting limitations on yourself. So trust the process. Just kind of put that daily effort in, and you'll crush it.
Do I need general liability insurance? So Denise, because you're doing such good work so early in your journey, you probably got that email from Amazon to get it. So you totally do need it. Good work. Use Next or the Hartford, or I'm sure there's a bunch of other options that have it too as well. Appreciate the time. No, appreciate you, family. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're here to help.
Sure.
That was even listed on Amazon. What am I doing wrong? You just gotta scan more stuff, dude, especially like common colored stuff and everything. What was that? There's a good question that popped up there.
Yeah, let's see. YTP, how many people can you have? I assume you're talking about like on the same Boxem account. If you got multiple people working on the same Amazon account, then go for it. But it's one Boxem account per seller account. But yeah, if you've got like people doing prep for you, got Prep Center, that kind of thing, then yeah, you'll just give them access to your account. You can also limit what kind of access people have to your account as well. So if you don't want certain people seeing your actual profit and so on, they want like Prep Center seeing ability to like list products, that kind of thing. Is there a way to print the FNSKU before assigned to a box? Yeah, you can print a box. You can print an FNSKU on step 2.
Yeah. I think just because in the tutorials maybe we show you adding to the box prior, but that print, a lot of people had asked about the print all FNSKU option right there, and we did it immediately, or like you're able to without adding to boxes. Yeah.
It's a little more like optimal to do it the way we usually show in the videos. But if you got a certain process that you like to do it, then
who are we to tell you the way to do it?
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. And for all of you guys that are on Boxem and you want anything, any small changes, that kind of thing, there's a feedback button on the bottom left, and we've got an awesome engineering team that's been cranking out tons of great features. Analytics just rolled out some awesome features in the works. Lots of stuff been rolling out for you recently. The whole new shipment flow. So we got a very talented team. So let us know if you want to see something exciting, because it's the best, only getting better for you guys.
Yeah, y'all, seriously, like just try it out. If you're using a competitor right now, try it out. You're going to quickly see it's significantly more modern, significantly more sophisticated. And you have to remember that what these guys have done in 5 or 10 years is worse than what we've done in just a year of being live, and less than that in terms of being publicly live, not just in beta. My son sells stuff through my account. How do I flag in stuff selling for him versus me from the same account? Custom SKUs in Boxem. But let the young brother eat, man. I mean, you do what you want, obviously, right there. But you custom SKUs, family. Custom SKUs right there. Custom SKUs.
That's I like it though. That's a good family business. Yeah. Set his name as a supplier in your Boxem account, and then anytime he lists something, he'll just select himself as the supplier, and you can run a profit report on that pretty easily. Let's see. Can you explain the difference on Boxem? What's the difference between doing it on the Amazon Seller Central? Yeah. So on Amazon Seller Central, you're going to do about 7 to 8 steps. They're in like a weird order that wastes a bunch of your time. So if you're shipping 10 units, then, maybe who cares? But, when you're trying to run a real business, it is much, much faster. Boxem's 3 steps, kind of actually optimized by sellers for sellers. And then you also have no idea what you're actually making in profit, which is maybe even more important. So as you're listing, you're punching in what you paid for something. You're not going to have buy cost and that kind of stuff stored on Seller Central, but When you load up Boxem, you're able to easily see how much profit you're actually making. So yeah, if you want to save yourself a bunch of time, increase the value of your time as a business owner, and like know what you're making, then Boxem's a good move for you.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. YTP, he's gonna
He's earned nearly $1,000 at 12. That's what's
awesome,
up,
man. Dude.
That's
He's
awesome.
gonna learn a ton of good lessons from that. You guys are gonna have fun. I'm sure you guys are having fun doing that. That's awesome, and you should be really excited and really proud. That's fire.
Yeah, that's a good little family activity for sure. Running some Amazon bars up.
Yeah, make.
What's he selling? Is he doing like used books and that kind of thing? I know that's where you got started. YTP, is that what he's getting after right now?
The inventory. I like that. Cool. Yeah, y'all. So check out those Boxem analytics. We're super excited to share with you guys kind of how those works, your best ASINs, best products, etc., etc. How do I learn how to make products profitable? Okay, I'm gonna link as we finish up here a fire tutorial that'll show you exactly how to go ahead and do that, because that is the #1 differentiating factor between success with online arbitrage and not success for online arbitrage. So let me link it. This video only got 800 views too, but it's like probably the most important on my entire channel. Right there. Can you explain how to print FT labels for replens on Boxem? Yep. So you go to create shipment, you type in the ASINs that you're restocking, then you see the SKU you've already created. Go to step 2, boom, print all the FT labels right there. Yeah. So you basically go to create shipment, list the ASIN, or not list, but select the ASIN or ASINs, add to shipment, bop over to step 2, bang, print all FTs. Boom. Does Boxem? Yes, officially as of today with the analytics, and we've been able to list and do FBA shipments for a while with Boxem as well. So totally. Yeah.
So you'll want Boxem to make shipments really efficient, and now it'll do your analytics too. So there's no reason for that tool anymore. Straight. Yeah.
So yeah, check out that video, y'all. And go tap in with Boxem if you haven't tried it out already. It's truly at this point the best listing and shipping tool by a mile. And we're coming for that analytics spot as well. And you can save money and test it out here for free for 2 weeks. How does your location matter? Not a ton, but that's a very good question. Certain locations have higher sales tax. Certain locations have lower sales tax. Certain locations have more retail arbitrage stores versus not. That's kind of the way you want to think about it. Yeah.
Yep. Sweet. I was asking a great question here on community, and we'll probably wrap up for the day. Where can you find some people to ask general questions, that kind of thing? Yeah. So we have a free Discord you can check out down below. There's also a free Facebook group. Both of those are called the Amazon Launchpad. Hop in there. There's lots of good combo going on in there, and that's a great thought, because you just need to find a couple other Amazon sellers to chat with on a more regular basis, and all of you are going to get more richer together, right? That was a big thing for Miles and I. Pretty much every big Amazon seller I know will tell you that having 1 or 2 people to talk to is a game changer. So
huge. Huge.
Sweet, great vibes. Good to see some familiar names from the class last night, and make sure you guys go check out a free trial of Boxem if you're not already using it. And if you are, then go play around with the analytics and that kind of thing, and let us know if you want to see anything improved on as well. Any features that are nowhere else that we might be working on already, but that's all right. Let us know what good ideas you have, and we're happy to make the tool even better for you. So yeah, good vibes. You guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys very soon.
See y'all later. Be great.
Sweet.